and we will protect it. Dear friends, since the beginning of the full-scale war, Russia has used 28,743 Shahed drones. In this June alone, they have already launched 2,736 Shaheds. Russia could never have done this without its ties to the regime in Iran. And we in Ukraine could never have shut down most of these drones without your solidarity and the support of our partners. This fact speaks for itself. To truly end this war and build a real lasting peace, we need to act on two main directions. First, maximum isolation of Russia. That means political isolation, sanctions of all kinds, and cutting off any cooperation that helps them survive and keep fighting. Every scheme that keeps them going must be shut down, and I urge you to stay strong and principled in your pressure on Russia. We need a strong 18th EU sanctions package. We need tough, painful sanctions on Russian oil. There are many discussions right now about different options for a price cap on Russian oil. What matters most is that the price cap actually works, and when we talk about a price cap, it's important to remember any drop in Russia's oil revenue helps bring peace closer. But what really hurts them and truly limits their ability to wage a war is a cap at $30 per barrel. The world needs to reach this level, not only to help stop Russia's war against us, but also to prevent any future military operations Russia might launch against Europe and the allies. War plans must become deadly expensive for Russia. We need to truly block their tanker fleet and cut them off from international banking. That is what works. And the second direction, stability in defense support. I urge you to back all long-term programs of support and cooperation with us, with Ukraine. Russia must see that Ukraine will not be left alone and that Europe will not back down. And I thank the Netherlands for the new and very important defense package, especially the support for Ukraine's own weapons production. And it's vital to support the need for other European countries to raise their defense spending. Russia is stronger than any one of us alone, but it is weaker than all of us together. That's how Putin thinks in terms of potential, his own potential, and the potential of those he sees as targets or rivals. And if Russia sees that Europe's combined strength leaves it no chance for aggression, there will be no aggression. If Russia feels that we are striking back hard, painfully, then peace will become the most popular topic in Moscow. And we will get there together. Together we will get there. Knowing how Putin thinks, knowing how Russia wages war, and acting in ways that truly limit them and make it painful for them, we will bring peace closer. Let's get this job done. Let this war be warning to prevent a much bigger one. Russia must be forced into peace. Thank you for standing with us. Thank you, Netherlands. Slava Ukraini. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Some closing remarks by the chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee, Jesse Klaver.
Thank you. President Zelensky, thank you for those impressive and moving words. Thank you for coming here in person to convey to us what the people of your country are experiencing on a daily basis as a result of the Russian aggression. We live in turbulent times, and sometimes it seems as if there are so many developments in international politics that the news media can hardly keep up with it all. But the story of Ukraine needs to be continuously be told. We need to remember that the story of Ukraine, in many ways, is our story too. And when you thank us for our support, I would like to say, don't thank us. We have to thank you for what you and your country are doing to protect European security and democracy. Thank you. Mr. President, by inviting you to meet with us today on the margins of the NATO summit taking place in the Netherlands, the Foreign Affairs Committee of this House want to express the strong bilateral ties between our countries that fit into the wider security architecture of the Euro-Atlantic region. And I venture to say that since the first time you addressed us in those grim days of March 2022, the bonds between our countries and between our parliaments, the Staten-Generaal and the Verkhovna Rada, have grown deeper. Since your first speech here, many members of this parliament have visited Ukraine. Members from our Foreign Affairs Committee have visited Bucha and heard about the crimes from local citizens firsthand. We visited Irpin and stood on the ruins of destroyed apartment buildings. We visited the Verkhovna Rada and saw under what circumstances our colleagues have to conduct their meetings. We visited Chernihiv and saw the bombed local theater. We saw a power plant near Kiev that have been damaged by Russian missiles. Some of us even visit areas closer to the front. And in March of this year, I visited you in your presidential palace in Kiev with a European delegation of chairs of foreign affairs committees. And we had an impressive conversation there with you on the 3rd anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion in your country. Mr. President, our invitation to you today and our multiple visits to your country in the past years, and most important, our repeated votes in this House to continue financial and military support to Ukraine, this all shows a broad commitment in this Parliament to your defense against Russian aggression. And we hope that you have felt some of that commitment today. So thanks again. Thank you for coming here. And thank you for continuously defending our common European values. And we wish you fruitful meetings here in The Hague the coming days and safe travels when you return to Kiev. Slava Ukraini.
Ik sluit deze bijeenkomst. Dank u wel.